It's a rainy day today, so we're canning up some sweet corn in the pressure canner. Stay tuned if you want to see how.
Alright, well the first step in this whole process is obviously picking and husking your corn. We like to do that outside to keep things less messy. Then get it cut off a cob. I like to just use a sharp knife and a baking dish to keep the kernels from scattering across the counter. And then pouring them into a larger container until you have all of your kernels cut off. Meanwhile, we're going to get our pressure canner ready. We're going to put that bottom rack in and then 2 quarts of water in the bottom. Pack our jars, leaving an inch of headspace. And then it's optional to add salt. We added a teaspoon of salt to each jar. We got our boiling water going. Once it was boiling, we put it over the top of each jar, leaving an inch of headspace. Then we went around and got rid of any air pockets with a knife and just right down the side like that. Next, we're going to get these rims wiped on all of our jars. Oh, first I'm going to top off the jars, make sure they're full. Then we're going to wipe the rims, get them all nice and clean so you can get a good seal. And next come our lids. In pressure canning, your jars, lids, rings do not need to be sterilized first, which is really nice and a really big time saver. So you can just pop them right on, and that reason is because everything in the pressure canner is going to become so hot, it's going to be a sterile environment anyways, so you don't need to take the extra step to do it ahead of time. Getting all of our rings on, finger tight, and then we're going to get them in the pressure canner. Most pressure canners fit 7 quarts, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We got those in. Our stove is now on, and our lid is locked on. We did check the gasket before, and we are waiting for steam to come out of that vent for about 10 minutes. This is a great time to get the mess made in the kitchen all cleaned up, because sometimes waiting for the vent to release steam seems to take quite a while. The vent is now pushing out steam very nicely, and we're going to wait about 10 minutes to really let that steam come out before we get our jiggler put on. Here we are putting our jiggler on. Your jiggler weight is determined based on your elevation. This right here shows that our pressure canner is under pressure. Our jiggler is now going very nicely. Always make sure to reference your manual on your particular pressure canner so you know how your canner should function. We're going to now get our timer set to 1 hour and 25 minutes or 85 minutes.
So it is the next morning and everything is depressurized here. We just let it sit overnight and we're going to see what our canned corn ended up coming out like. Open my canner. They look pretty good. I'm pulling out. That's what it looks like coming out. And for the sake of YouTube, I'm going to open one and try it. I will also get these jars washed up. We store them without the rings on just for a little extra safety. And the seals look great. Okay, open this one. That was a good seal. They smell pretty good. The whole house kind of smells pretty good after all that. Tastes great. Wow. Super yummy. So we thought about not doing this at all because we thought it would turn mushy. This is our first time doing this, and this stuff is super good. Super sweet. I'm really impressed and pretty easy to do. So yeah, go can yourself some corn. Yum. So there you have it. That's how we can our corn in the pressure canner, shelf stable, and thanks so much for watching this video.